Hello, community, and welcome to part 2 of this series 10 profitable things that you can do during the coronavirus lockdown. Yesterday, or the video before this one, we went through 10 tips, and I promised that every day for the next couple of days, I'm going to be releasing 10 tips every day on what you can do during the coronavirus lockdown. And I have 10 very exciting things for you today. But before we do that, I would like to encourage you to hit the subscribe button down below. And while you're at that, hit the notification bell as well to guarantee that when the next part comes out, you will be the first to know. You'll get an alert on your phone for when the next video, when the part 3 comes out. So today, we're going to talk about another 10 tips that you can exploit, things that you can do quite profitably during this period of the coronavirus lockdown. Tip number 1, exercise and lose weight. Here's an opportunity. You've always been busy, never had time to go to the gym or to exercise or, lose some weight. Here is quality time to be able to lose weight during this period. It's not a time to be a couch potato rather. Rather, it's time to be able to do those exercises you've always wanted to do but never had time to do. Run around your neighborhood, do some press-ups, do exercises, and keep in shape so that by the time you're ready to resume work after isolation or the quarantine, you're fit, trim, and ready to take on the world. Tip number 2, start a community grocery store. Now, this is a time when people will not have time to go downtown or across town to go do shopping. Stock right now and be the community grain grocer if you like. Get stuff and make sure your neighbors are aware that you have them. Get those essential things that people need, and I guarantee you, basic everyday stuff that they need to cook, to make a meal or whatever it is, and you're going to be in business during this period. And people will be happy and they'll thank you for it as well, because you're going to be providing an essential service anyway. Tip number 3, grow your followership on social media. Everyone has time for social media now. Television, social media. There's nothing else to do. So the only way to remain entertained is through social media or television. Here's the time to, relate to your community. Talk to them, share with them, and grow your followership on social media. Tip number 4. Have you always wanted to read a book but never had time to do so? Or you start and finish because you've been very busy? Here's a great opportunity to finish as many books as possible. I guarantee you by the end of this whole period, you'll be greatly enriched on all fronts. Pick a book today and start reading and finish it. Tip number 5, stock up on COVID essentials. Certain things you need: plenty of vitamin C to boost your immunity, drink plenty of water, stock up on water, plenty of water, paracetamol we've been told, and a few things that you think would be required. You might be quarantined, you might be isolated, but be prepared, like the Scout motto says. Stock up. It could be for you, it could be for a neighbor, but just make sure that you have more than enough. Stock up your house with everything that you need. If not for you, it could be for someone else. And at the end of the day, you'll be grateful that you did. You can thank me later, of course. And your neighbors may thank you for it. because you might just come in handy. You might just be a lifesaver for everyone around you. Tip number 4. At a time like this, here's a great business opportunity, and that's what I'm going to be doing every day. Apart from general tips, I'll always give you one very important tip for business. Gold prices may be falling, Bitcoin may be falling, the stock market may be crashing, but there's a market that volatility could lead to opportunities, and that's the forex market. It's a $5 trillion a day business, and you can trade in foreign exchange. When exchange rates go down in one place, it might rise in other places. When you exchange, you make a profit, and you take profits from it. Okay? If you don't know how to do it, there are strategy traders. This is the time. Put your money in it. It's very volatile. Very volatile. If you can't trade, don't try it. It's a risky business. Think about it. Don't just jump into it because I've said so. But for those who understand it, this is a time to sit at home and make money while every other business is down. You can make money trading forex. But trade cautiously. Make sure you understand the fundamentals. If you don't do it. Okay? But if it's something you understand, and you have people who can do it, it's a time to cream off profits. And remember, it's a risky business. Don't do it if you don't understand it. But if you do, it's time to make a lot of money. Tip number 7. Well, I see churches are closing. In Lagos, where I live, for instance, now you can't have a gathering of more than 20 people. But what does that mean? For the discerning and for those who understand what the opportunity presents, it's time to start an online church. It's not a time to say, oh, I mean, if you're an evangelist and you've always wanted to start a church, but you didn't have the money to rent a space for it, or, and all that, the world is your congregation. You can actually start an online church. Preach the gospel, reach out to as many people as possible, because there are no limits to how many people you can reach on the internet. And while we're at that, many schools have been closed down. Kids are at home doing nothing. It's an opportunity to start an online school. There are people who will be happy to pay for, people that can teach their kids at home. It's an opportunity. Start an online class, an online school for kids, for adults. Whatever it is share the knowledge profitably. On WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, name it. There's someone out there willing and ready to pay for what you know that they don't know. And the final tip for today, well, not the final, there's still one more, is at a time like this when people are bored, what does it present? An opportunity to keep people entertained. And so this is an opportunity to start an online channel. Comedy, whatever it is that can make people laugh. If you're good at it, start it online. I guarantee you followers, I guarantee you advertisers, and I guarantee you cash in your pocket at a time like this. Finally, this presents the greatest opportunity to know your Maker. Get intimate with your God. At moments like this, there are 3 possibilities, or 2. You may survive, you may die, God forbid. But get closer to your Maker, get closer to God. If you survive, you'll be richer for it. If you do contract the virus and unfortunately you pass on, you would have made peace with your God. Until I come your way again tomorrow with 10 more tips, I want to say, if you have enjoyed or been enriched by this series, share this video as widely as possible to as many as you think would benefit from it. Subscribe to this channel right now. Hit the subscribe button, and while you're at that, also hit the notification bell. Click the notification bell as well, so that when I release part 3, you'll be the first to be alerted on your phone that there's a new video. And feel free, like I said, leave your comments below, let the conversations continue. If there are other tips that you have, you can share with the community in the comments down below, or you can send a personal message to me and I'll be happy to share them. So until I come your way again tomorrow, keep safe and God bless.